Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope I've reached you in a positive moment. For those of you that are joining for the first time, this channel is about all things business, more specifically, my experience with small business and whatever I can do to help you start, run, and grow your small business. Now, really quickly, I wanted to jump on here, and I do not want to sound preachy or weird, but what I want to let you know is for those of you that are turning your hustles into business, I don't care if you're making food, plates, doing eyelashes, doing hair, cutting hair, um, taxes. I mean handyman work, cleaning services, whatever you've picked, right? Whatever you've chosen. People always tell me, "Well, I don't have money to do my LLC or do a S corp or I don't have the 350 bucks or 200 whatever it is in your state that it costs to file that paperwork. I don't have this, I don't have that." I'm going to tell you what you do not have. For real. When you're doing your startup costs, when you're in the startup phase of it, and a lot of you may already be actually making money. I'm not trying to discourage you from surviving. Please don't misinterpret what I'm saying. I understand survival mode, but please know, you out here cooking food, people have food allergies, you're not disclosing the ingredients. These people are going to sue you directly. Okay, if they die, you may actually go to jail or prison for negligent homicide, manslaughter, whatever. You're out here putting eyelashes on, doing makeup. People are allergic to this stuff, and they break out and they sue you directly. You don't have a lawyer on retainer. You don't have your LLC set up. So these people are coming to you. Whatever your name, your social security number, all of that stuff, they're coming directly to you. And in your mind, you may be thinking that you can't afford the 350 bucks for whatever. You can't afford to get a lawyer on retainer. You can't afford the insurances and things that you need. I'm going to tell you what you cannot afford. You cannot afford to be in prison for trying to make a living because somebody done died from eating your food or died from a product that you sold them. You can't afford that neither. So think very critically. People want to quit their jobs and start, doing their side hustle and turn it into a business. I'm happy for you and I want you to do it, but I want you to think critically about the steps that you take. You need a lawyer on retainer. You need your LLC, S corp, whatever you decide to structure your business as. You need to get your business license. You need to get your catering license. You need to get insurances that protect you. Liability, at least at the very least, 100 grand or something to pay folks if they're hurt or injured from something that you've done. Unintentionally, we're going to say unintentionally because I know you're not out here trying to just hurt and kill folks. But you may be cleaning someone's house and actually break something in their house. You have their insurance, and now your insurance can take, your premiums may go up or whatever, but thank God for it. You may have to pay a deductible, but thank God for it. You're doing taxes. You have the omissions and errors insurance. That way, if you're too sleepy one day, you done messed around and messed up somebody's taxes, that stuff is not coming back on you. You can file an insurance claim, or you can make it right, however you decide to make it right, but you have stuff in place to where it's not coming down on you personally. And again, I'm not trying to discourage you. I understand survival mode. But you sell somebody a product, it blows up in their face and they die, you're going to be in trouble financially, and you're going to be in trouble as far as the legal system as well. At the very least, you have your lawyer on retainer, and they can start fighting for you. They can start doing stuff on your behalf. You have your LLC, so your assets are actually protected. They're not coming after you and your assets. They're coming after the business's assets. And that's one thing that you can take from Donald Trump. Donald Trump bankrupt all types of stuff. They don't come after him per se. They come after those businesses. And I hate to say it, that might be a shady way to put it, but you use the systems that are in place to benefit you. And those are the systems in place. When you have done the right business structure, and now you're an employee of your own company. This is something to think about. Now, yes, I'll break down. I mean, you can actually, no, I'm not. I'm not going to break this down. You go Google for your state. You go to your state's website. It has all of the information there, exactly what you need to do step by step with the fees. A lot of this stuff that you can do online, some stuff you may have to mail. However you do it and however you work it out, it is available to you. You can literally type in pros and cons of LLC, pros and cons of S corp, pros and cons of a corporation, pros and cons of a partnership. Those are like really the main business structures. And you form that. And then you get on to your white pages and you find a lawyer, a reasonable lawyer that you feel like you can afford. You pay that retainer. This is all of the stuff that is when you're doing your spreadsheet and you're doing your startup costs, that part that says legal fees, that part that says insurance. Yeah, I understand. Got to feed kids. I got to do this. I got to make this happen. I sell these plates. I do these lashes. I do this hair. You do somebody here and they whole side of their head fall off. Hair fall out because they allergic to something that you using. You know, it is a level that you have to step your game up at some point. I understand you might have been doing hair all your life. You might have been doing lashes and cutting hair all your whole life. You know, but in the same token, you don't have a license to, massage therapy, whatever you can think of, whatever your hustle. You a handyman. You go in there and accidentally break some people's stuff. You say you know how to fix the water heater, but this is a different type of water heater that you've seen, and you don't know how to fix this one, but you go try to fix it and you break. All of these different scenarios. Make sure you have your ducks in order because you're a human person. Humans make mistakes. And yes, they have insurance for your mistakes. That's what insurance is for. So don't quit your job yet. If you've already done it, then hey. But get those ducks in a row. That way you can turn your hustle into an actual business. And I'm really not trying to be preachy. I really hope that you can get this, without taking offense to it. I really, truly want you to be empowered and have your own business and being able to do your own thing and set your own schedule. But don't get it twisted. It's some hard work and it's some money that goes into it. Yes, it's a lot of things that you can do for free in the beginning, but you need to put some money behind it. You can't just be running around here, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You give somebody some food and they're allergic to peanut butter, they allergic to this and that in the food, and they die. And now you in prison. You say you couldn't afford that $350 or $200 some dollars. Can you afford 5 years of your life? Can you afford 10 years of your life plus restitution? I think that's way more than $350. Okay? I think that's way more than $3,000 that you maybe pay for to retain a lawyer. It's way more than $1,200 a year for omissions and errors insurance. You trying to save money and cut corners? Are you really going to be saving money? And you saying, oh, I know what I'm doing. Okay. I'm telling you, it is very important. Now, yes, you may be in hustle mode right now. I'm not telling you to stop. I'm not telling you to keep going. You do what you need to do with your life. But I'm going to tell you to turn your hustle into business. You're going to have to put some money behind it. Insurances, licenses, business licenses, retainer fees for a lawyer. Yes. So until next time, I hope everything you touch turns to gold.